My Nintendo Wii U won't connect to the internet.
Does anything else in the house connect to the internet?
This isn't happening because I forgot to pay the phone bill or haven't connected the thing up right.
It could happen if someone else is hogging all the bandwidth downloading content off the internet, uploading their latest gaming accomplishments live while playing, or put the Wii U on the lowest priority on the router.
It is on the router list, and it shouldn't be on the lowest level.
If the Wii U is set to use a Wi-Fi connection and there's a Wi-Fi hotspot next to it, the interference could kill the connection.
If it was that obvious, I'd tell the other person to surf the net via their cell phone somewhere else.
Or you could try resetting the router, just in case.
At least you didn't tell me to reset the Nintendo Wii U.
That should be done too, but I'm assuming the router is the issue.
What else can I try?
I'm assuming you actually know your Wi-Fi password and the Nintendo is set up using the right one.
I haven't changed the network password.
You can still check the network information, like going to connection types, manual configuration, enter the SSID, select the right security type.
I know it can't connect if that is wrong.
Enter your password, tell it not to get the IP address automatically, but make sure you enter the right one per the IP config file info. Make sure the default gateway is right. Tell it not to automatically fill in the DNS info and put in the servers, but say no proxy.
This is all done to assume that the automatically filled in information is wrong.
Or your proxy is wrong, or the packet size is so big that it can't complete.
I know the manual configuration screen is where you can alter the MTU value, but that's rarely the issue.
I'd almost want to go wired or turn off other wireless devices around it before assuming that's the issue. But you were asking what could mess up the connection.
What else can I try?
If the Wii U tells you it is unable to find a Wi-Fi network but can bring up a list of Wi-Fi networks to connect to, just try connecting to a different network.
I'm using the one that's the strongest already.
You can still try a different network to see if it is a software or hardware issue. If it can connect to a different network and work right, you know it is your router settings or local network.
And then we're back to cycling the Wii or router or both to try to fix it.
Or updating the Wii as soon as you get it on the network, or updating it manually, or updating the router firmware, or unplugging everything from each other and reconnecting.
And then rebooting, because any hardware changes like that require it.
The Wii U has a glitch where it only wants to connect to certain IP addresses, and if it loses the connection and the IP address goes with something else, you have to disconnect and reconnect for it to properly connect.
One of those USB Wii U to Ethernet adapters are starting to look like a bargain.
It is cheaper to use that to switch to a wired connection than assume it is a router.
The alternative is calling in tech support for the Wii U itself.